Hello there, my name is Untitled and I'm bringing you this emergency cryptocurrency update. And before we get into it, because there is a lot of interesting stuff happening in the charts and I want to share my outlook right now and what's going on and what I'm going to be personally doing in Bitcoin. But before we get into any of it, today is an incredibly special day. And today is the selection day for Crollo trading show. So right here, my famous Dubai trading floor. And as you might remember, I'm giving away 5 seats at my Crollo trading floor right here, and you could have participated at CrolloTradingShow.com for a chance to win one of these seats, and it's going to be a 2-week trip to Dubai. So a plane ticket, hotel, and me teaching you how to trade, and also trading together using my own money, and so everything's going to be covered. And today is the day, the 1st of February, when we're going to be announcing the winners. So the competition is over, the giveaway is closed, but we haven't announced the winners yet and we haven't picked the winners yet. So I want to first do this very important Bitcoin update and tell you guys what I'm going to be doing in Bitcoin and what kind of trades I'm going to be entertaining. And then the next video today in a few hours, stay tuned, because if you've been participating, you could be one of the lucky winners and you might be coming to Dubai in 2 weeks to spend 2 weeks with me right here at my famous Dubai trading floor. Okay, without any further ado, let's get right into the charts. And of course, please make sure to hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so that you're notified when I make a new upload. And also, please do like the video and comment down below if you enjoy these kinds of short but important emergency Bitcoin updates, because this information is very, very, very important. So let me know down in the comments. Now, here is the daily chart, and as you can see, we are slowly, step by step, bit by bit, we have made our way to this resistance, which has been very, very important for a very long time. So our daily wedge right here, and this slow and painful move upward to this resistance, which actually, if we take a look at the S&P 500, which is very important, which I mentioned was going to be a deciding factor whether we're going to break down or if we're going to actually break above this super important key market level at 44.20, and we've actually broken above. So that's very nice, and Bitcoin is that's why also quite positive, because if we would have seen this break down again to retest 42.80, the situation would have been different. But remember, right now in the S&P 500 we have a very important level that is going to be retested right here, and this could be actually the point where we're going to get stuck or even move down a little bit. So this is something that we really have to pay attention to when it comes to S&P 500. So we might not be out of the woods yet. Really want to see how the market is going to react to this level right here, and with everything that is going on, it could be a bit difficult because of the interest rates being raised throughout this year. So something to really pay attention to, but right now is looking pretty good. So let's go back to Bitcoin and see exactly what we should be expecting and what I'm going to be personally expecting from it right now. Well, first things first, let's take a look at volume altogether and see what's going on with terms of volume. Again, we had a lot of volume here, but at this time right now, when we're going to be breaking out of the wedge, really want to see some volume. But as of right now, weekly and daily, they're looking not that very interesting. So that's one thing to keep in mind. And then the next thing to keep in mind is something I've been showing you for quite a while, and this is the whale activity right here. And we see this abrupt drop in the whale activity. So certainly, some can say that Thomas, this is very good. You know, the whale activity is dropping. Retailers are not really looking to sell anymore. So accumulation has finished and it's time for us to go up. So theoretically, yes, this could be this kind of an instance, so this could be a bullish sign that whales are just giving up and we are getting ready for another bull run, to go back into a bull run. However, there is also something to keep in mind, that this could be because, I mean, everybody's looking at this, right? And this is just my personal speculation, that everybody's looking at this, and the big whales, they actually know that everybody's looking at this. So this could be just another trick to create some kind of a short squeeze and then just liquidate a bunch of people through huge volatility volatility of up and down before we actually find the next direction. So this could be the case, and therefore, and again, there's always two instances, either up or down. And in this video, again, right now I'm going to jump into showing you exactly what you can do to try and benefit from either direction in a short-term perspective. Again, in terms of long-term, we will definitely find a bottom. It could be, let's say we could find a bottom, maybe this could have been a bottom, and then we're just gonna move upward from here, retesting all of these levels, breaking them and going upward in some kind of this manner and going up. Or we could actually move down, consolidate it a little bit, go down to our initial bearish target of about $30,000, and then finally go upward. Again, does this mean that the market is so unpredictable? In reality, no. We can find these super detailed tiny spots that can give us short-term direction for the market, and if one doesn't work, we can always switch our bias if we see certain technicalities that allow us to switch our bias in a short-term perspective. So this is what I'm showing you, and I hope that you've been following my videos fully, to the full extent, meaning watching them from the beginning till the end. And also remember, if you want to be taking active trades, then Bybit is one of the best places to do it, to short Bitcoin, long Bitcoin, etc. And down in the link, down in the description of this video, you're gonna find my own personalized exclusive Bybit link. You'll get up to $4,100 in free money. So amazing bonus for newcomers to Bybit right now with my exclusive Bybit link down in the description, of course, if you meet the deposit requirements. So let me now move right into the technicalities and show you exactly what's going on and what are the two possibilities that we can be entertaining, and not just, vaguely that it could be going up or down. I'll show you technically what you can take yourself, and which would be, in my personal opinion, a good opportunity to take either a long trade or a short trade, and how you can actually switch your bias and do it properly with proper risk and money management and not risk more than you should. Now, let's go to obviously a smaller time frame, and I'm going to show you an incredible trade which took place just now, a few hours ago, basically like 2 hours ago. And if you are especially one of my students, and links to amazing certified and accredited trading education down in the description as well, and here you will find an incredible, when I look at this, I see money, because this is an incredible opportunity to take an incredible short trade using a simple false break model, which is absolutely amazing. Just look at it in a smaller time frame. It doesn't get any better than this. So basically, your entry point, as the price moves above, of course it's going to get rejected because we don't really have a formation for a break yet, and our stop loss can be super short, and our take profit can be 5 to 1, 10 to 1, 7 to 1. And remember that when you're using proper risk and money management, all you need is to be right maybe in 30% of your trades to make a good profit. Some people are saying that, well, I need a success rate of 70% to break even. If that's the case, your risk and money management is complete garbage. I'm sorry. For you to be able to break even or to make some money, you have to be at least right. In my instance, with my risk and money management, I have to be right in about 30 to 35% of instances, and sometimes in 20% of instances. It simply is because I never risk more than, let's say, 30% of the actual trade. So if my take profit is $1,000 and it's a reasonable take profit for a certain trade, then I will never risk more than about $300, and usually I'll try to risk like $100, $150, so I can just one winning trade will cover for 5 losses. This is proper risk and money management, and that's why this stuff works, and that's how I've been making money many years. So, and this again is an incredible opportunity that if you've taken it, if you are one of my students, congratulations, and I'm very happy that you've profited. And the take profit could have been somewhere in this area, theoretically, simply because we had this very strong resistance right here. And again, this is just a scalp trade. I'm showing you an example of what could have been done. And since you had a very short stop, your take profit of like 3 to 1 to actually even 5 to 1 could have been around this area, just not to risk it bouncing back above off of this level right here, which actually was quite possible. So let's go and take a look at what's going on in a midterm perspective, so to speak, or also a short-term perspective, because a hourly chart is still deemed to be short-term perspective. Again, we see this beautiful, I mean, I cannot refuse, I mean, I'm sorry guys, it's beautiful, this false break right here. So what do we see? We see this incredibly nice squeezing going on right here, which we've actually finally went past this level right here of about 38,300, and now we're consolidating right here, and we actually tried breaking it, which actually generated this false break right now. But is this enough for me to, you know, if the price comes back to it again, to actually take the trade, a big long trade with a huge stop of hoping that this is going to be the reversal? I mean, it can be entertained, but I would be very careful in this instance. So let me show you exactly how I'm looking at this personally. So in this instance, right now, we see certainly a very strong support right here, which is absolutely beautiful. Confirmation, confirmation, some kind of a confirmation, confirmation, blah, 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 blah. And here is another two. I mean, this is absolutely beautiful. Now, what do we really want to see? In this case, right now, it's probably going to do something here for some time. So the best case scenario would be for us to see this kind of a squeezing right here. I mean, it can be sooner, it can be a bit later, and then finally a break above with some volume right here. So we actually see the volume go out into this current area right here. And this would be a very, very bullish scenario. And again, I mean, if we're going to be taking a bigger trade with a longer stop, then we really want to see the close in either the daily or the 4-hour chart actually above this wedge in this area, just to have this kind of a confirmation. But remember, when you're going to be waiting for a confirmation, you're going to always, most of the time, enter a bit later. So of course, when you see a very nice squeeze in a smaller time frame, you can always use this zoom effect, that you can actually use a smaller time frame to enter, and then you're controlling the trade and keeping your risk to a bare minimum. And then actually when it stabilizes and closes above, which is the preferable, and you actually see the volume, so you are one of those first people getting into this break, so to speak. And then you can actually increase your stop if you really want to go into that longer term perspective. And actually, so it's, you know, it's being flexible, it's stretching it out back and forth as a way to do it. And in this way, you're gonna get a much better price for your entry. So this is a scenario number one, and obviously our resistance, the first thing to break, again, as mentioned before, is going to be 40,500, then 42K, 46K, 52, and off we go. However, this is the scenario number one that you can entertain. Scenario number two, again, also a bullish one, would be in the case if we don't see this kind of a squeeze, and then suddenly in just 5 minutes it goes really hard above, and finally in the daily chart it actually closes here. Then we could entertain a possibility of thinking about a long trade, also with a wider stop, obviously maybe something like this. And this would be a very, you know, unprecise and a nasty kind of a trade, but it could also be a very bullish sign, especially if there's going to be volume. But remember what can actually happen, and now let's talk about the short scenario. And remember, two opportunities, and you can take either one, and I'm showing you exactly how to take either one. Because if we're gonna see a very beautiful squeeze here, now let me just make it nicer. If we're gonna see a very beautiful squeeze going downwards, and then finally it's gonna break below, so it's gonna break this support right here. This could be just in the same way, just in the opposite direction, could be a very, very nice opportunity for a short trade. And in this case, the first target could be this support right here, again, because of this wedge. This wedge is still the support of this daily wedge is still very relevant. So the target could be about 35,700, the first one, and then the next one obviously probably is going to be the bottom of this whole move here of 33K, and then lower again $30,000. So this is scenario number two, and this is something that could definitely take place. But let's take a look at a scenario that has happened many times before, and here is an incredible example of the scenario I really want to mention, because as you might remember, we had a very nice let me just move it so you guys take a look, a closer look. So we had this beautiful squeezing right here. Then we had this break above, and everybody was like, yay, we're going to the moon. And then it was like, no, going down. So basically, this is something that could unfold here as well. We could see this beautiful squeezing continue like this, and then finally we can break above it, see not really that very much of volume, then we can see some small consolidation, and then a rapid move going downward, just like we saw right here. And would this be an incredible opportunity to quickly be a proactive trader and switch our bias from long to short at an instant? This is an incredible. This is what's possible here. What was possible here, and so in many other fake outs. Because this would be just simply this scenario of what I've mentioned before, which could be a fake out, and this could be some kind of a bull trap, and which could send us below to actually have another huge correction and dump like we had here from 43k down to 33k, which is like a 25% drop. And this is, I mean, for a short trade with a short stop loss, you can take like 20-1 and make like a lot of money. So this is also, again, two scenarios, actually more scenarios, but they are defined. Please do let me know down in the comments whether you agree with me and whether you've actually enjoyed this video. It actually turned out not to be that short, but I really wanted to show you all the possibilities and what's all the models and what could happen. And please do like the video if you found it useful, if you enjoyed it. It would really help out the channel very, very much. And remember, stay tuned for the announcement of the winners for Crollo Trading Show. Soon, 5 of you guys and girls are gonna finally come to Dubai, and we're gonna spend a lot of amazing time here. So I'll see you all soon. I mean the winners, and in a few hours we're gonna announce the winners. And thank you very much for watching. Peace and love. Thomas Crollo. Stay smart, stay rich, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheerio!